So I think you get a pretty good idea of the 1997 Mitsubishi Montero. What the interior looks like, what everything basically looks like. In this car, the shocks are on the, well, it has some amazing shocks on the seats, on the actual seats themselves. There's a shock system underneath the seats. So the car has shocks, and then there's also shocks under the seats. So it's like, it cushions. It's an added layer of cushion on the seats themselves, like a scissor system that gives shocks. It's very amazing. It's very unique to the Mitsubishi, and no one else has this. No one else, no other car really has that special shock absorber system underneath the driver's seats. Now the back passenger seats, they don't have it. It's only the front passenger seats that has that. So this is it, 1997 Mitsubishi Montero. Believe it or not, 1997 Mitsubishi Montero. There's a little clock right there. It says 4 o'clock. This is real. This is really 325,000 miles. 325,000 miles this car has. That's a lot of mileage. It runs really, really good. So that's got to say something. That's really amazing. This is it, 1997 Mitsubishi Montero with the sunroof and with everything. This is an unbelievable vehicle. Very, very cool. Not for sale. Definitely not for sale. This is a collector's item. It's part of our collection at our museum and our foundation. Our museum is in Southern California. Anybody wants to know more about it, you can contact me. We have many vehicles. It's basically our museum and our vehicle collection is the 1980s. That's kind of what we want to, we want to focus on the 1980s. And some people actually have 60s cars or 50s, or some people are the 30s or whatever, or the muscle car age of the 60s. I don't give a damn about that. I'm not interested in that. Some of these things are too expensive, and like the cars of the 50s, they're really expensive or they're really special or whatever. I didn't grow up in that generation. I think that's what it is. I like the 80s cars, and it also extends into the 90s. But once you get into the 2000s, that's not our thing. So 80s and 90s, that is our car museum, is the 80s cars. We have vehicles in our museum, in our foundation, of the 1980s and the 1990s. That is how we run it here. That is how I like to do it. Our next acquisition may be a Nissan 300ZX. I think it's the generation, what is that, generation 3? The one that was 1990 to 96. The really awesome sports car looking one. We're probably going to add one of those into our collection. But anyhow, it's the 1980s and 1990s is our vehicles. All of our vehicles are in running condition, and we keep them in pretty good condition. Nothing aftermarket. Everything is original in stock. This is the back door. Look at the back door. 97 Montero back door. Look, it has the jump seats. Has the original jump seats back there. It has the back area, the back trunk lock area, and the seats are in very good condition. Look at these seats. Look at these seats. This is original 1997. And this is it. This is the interior. How the interior is arranged on the Generation 2 Montero. We also have a Generation 3 Montero in the collection. And this is Generation 2. Generation 2 Mitsubishi Montero. That sound playing back, that was really the cassette. It was the real cassette stereo system playing back. It works perfectly. If it were to break down, pretty